What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Getting into this episode of GH. Let me tell you something. I'm so over Natalia at this point. Like, she ain't nothing but a bigot. That's all she is. She's so homophobic, it just pours out of her. Like, it's just, she's homophobic. She's old fashioned, controlling. Like, Blaze needs to separate herself professionally from her mother, and maybe she need to separate herself from her personally too. I know that's not going to be easy, but professionally she need to cut her mother loose. I'm just saying, like, it's time to let her go. I ain't like the stuff that she was saying to Blaze, like when Blaze was telling her a little bit about, her little issues with Christina and stuff. She said, "Oh, I'm glad you realize, maybe you're coming to realize that those types of relationships." I didn't like that. I'm like, what the fuck you mean those type? Like, what you mean? I knew what she meant, but I'm like, you care to elaborate? It's the equivalent of somebody saying you people. I don't like that. You people. You know what I'm saying? That's the equivalent to that. I'm like, no. Say it with your chest. What you meant? Like, I don't like her. She just, she's just real ick. My thing about this thing, I feel like Blaze was the writers missed the mark with Blaze. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the writers totally missed the mark with her, as far as story wise. This is just my opinion. I feel like for me it would have been more interesting if Blaze was the daughter of a rival mobster and Christina fell in love with her. I feel like that would be more soapy, more dramatic. You know what I'm saying? Adds another layer. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that would have been better than this. This whole music stuff. Or her doing music. Don't get me wrong, you can still keep the music element because of BLQ, because I also feel like BLQ definitely should have been handed LNB Records, or at least created her own music company that she could be the CEO of. I always felt like they should have dusted off LNB and rebranded it. BLQ could have been huge with that. Cameron plays guitar, he sings. She could have been signed him when he was on the canvas. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot they could do with that. It's a lot they could have done with Blaze to make this story more appealing, more interesting, to add another layer to it. But, her mama is just insufferable. Natalia is so annoying. I'm not surprised that Christina, showed up to the recording session to give Blaze another chance. It was like basically an inkling that she's forgiven her or whatever. I'm not shocked by that. She's not ready to give up on that relationship. And I'm not mad at it. I just want them to do more with Blaze and Christina. I just feel like Christina being a surrogate, it sidelined her in a way in this relationship. Like, it limits what they can do story wise with the two of them. It puts limits on that, and I don't like it. As far as Christina and Molly coming to an understanding, that understanding ain't gonna last too much longer. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I feel like Christina and Molly they're never going to be in a good place, at least not for quite some time, as long as the surrogacy thing is going on. And I feel like once she even has the baby, it's going to be worse for them. Their relationship is going to sink like the damn Titanic. You know what I mean? Because Christina's already referring to the child as her child, and, she's bonding with this baby. It's not going to be easy for her to let it go. So it's going to be some hell. It's going to be some mess with this. As I predicted before, as all of you predicted. It's going to be a mess, because we all know how surrogacy stories go. it becomes a train wreck. And Molly, I could see it in her. She's oozing with control. Like, she definitely wants to lay down the law with Christina, but she's trying not to stress her out. Because after hearing what happened at that wedding reception, she's not thrilled. You know what I'm saying? I know she want to say something, but she's trying to keep the peace. And I can see why she keeping TJ out the loop, because she already know he would have flew off the damn handle by now. That man, he can't help himself. But it's going to be a mess. I can't wait to see what's going to happen when this baby is born, even though I pretty much already know. But I can't wait to see the actual product of that, the scenes from it. So anyway, moving on from that. I feel like this memorial was cute. It was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? My issue with the memorial was I feel like there's legacy characters who died, who've been on the show for years and they died. They didn't get this kind of attention, I feel like. I feel like they did, like AJ and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of people just did not get this kind of send off like Gregory got. And Gregory, in my opinion, was not a major character. He was not somebody that everybody was talking about. like, oh, I'm a Miss Gregory. Oh my God, they killed our Greg. No. I'm pretty sure probably a month from now, a lot of people probably won't even remember him. I'm just saying. But yeah, he got this nice little send off. Kind of crazy. I love what Tracy had to say though, because I definitely agree with Tracy. You can't, wait for opportunity to come upon you. You got to basically take it. You got to make your own opportunities. You know what I'm saying? You got to make your own luck. You got to do what you got to do. So I totally agree with her on that. I don't blame Alexis for not trying to get with somebody that's dying of ALS. I don't blame her not one bit. Because it's hard enough to lose a friend. You know what I'm saying? But then you fall in love with somebody, that's a worse kind of pain. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame her. I wouldn't say that it was cowardly of her not to fall for him. It was just, why would you? Like, I wouldn't fall for somebody that I know is dying. Hell no, I'm gonna refrain from doing that. Why would I? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be gone. I'm not about to break my heart. It's gonna break my heart that you're leaving anyway. But it's like, it's worse when I was with you, like as a couple. That's an even worse feeling. Honestly, I felt like it was tacky. And it's always good to see Jake and Aiden and stuff like that, but I felt like it was tacky to bring them out for this memorial. It was stupid because I'm like, there's a lot of story that can be told with Jake and Aiden, and yet you waste them on a memorial when you could be doing a different story with them. Like, this the only time that we get to see them. That's insane. There's a lot of story to tell with those two. They could be a part of the new teen scene. Summertime coming up. And, summer is basically here at this point, and we are not getting any real teen storylines, which is insane. They could be raising hell, doing something, especially with Danny and stuff flying off the handle. Like, it's a lot they could do with this that they're not doing. As far as Finn, I'm going to say this again. Liz need to get the hell away from Finn, because this man claims, I've been going to 2 meetings a day. 2 meetings a day, my ass. You ain't been to one. That, I can't stand a liar and I can't stand a junkie. Sitting there telling lies. I go to 2 a day. You ain't been to not 1 a day. You ain't been to 1. Sitting there down and shot as soon as he get a moment alone. And I'm glad Chase caught him. Because it's obvious that he downplayed his drinking. He definitely downplayed it to Elizabeth. And wasn't he just promising Elizabeth yesterday that, I'm not drinking no more, I'm done with that, and here you are down in shots? Liz need to get the hell away from him. It is not her problem. It is not her place to fix him. That man, he need to hit rock bottom at this point. I feel like that about every addict or, somebody battling addiction. Like, you could keep trying to help them, but if they're not helping themselves, you draining your own energy at that point. You need to let them hit rock bottom. That's the only way they're really going to want help. That's how you know they're going to want help. Let them hit rock bottom. He needs to hit rock bottom. I could see BLQ and Chase taking Lil Violet, but it's like, do you really want to saddle newlyweds with a kid already? And on top of that, where the little girl gonna sleep? We all seen Chase's apartment. Do he have a 2-bedroom? Because that look like a 1 to me. I'm just saying, it is what it looked like to me. But something gonna have to be done. I know Tracy was like, nah, he can't be separated from his daughter right now. That might have to be the case. He may not have a choice. If he keep downing them shots and drinking liquor the way he doing, he might not have an option there. Might be time to separate him from his daughter. You don't want her to be around that. Like I said, ain't nothing Liz could do for that man. Ain't nothing she could do but get away from him. Chase, he just gonna have to step up and try to help him. And if Finn still refuses to help, let that man fall. Let him fall. I know it's gonna be hard. Let his ass fall. I hope BLQ rises to the occasion and find a way to get Natalya the hell away from Blaze's career. I hope she do, because it's time for BLQ to get back to work. You know, after this whole memorial stuff is said and done, it's time for her to get back to doing what she do. Steering Blaze's career and whatnot. But if she don't run a record company, maybe she could do like a talent management type company or something. Like something. You know, maybe be a producer, you know, do something. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.